group members of Group 12 are going to present about our idea Colivio. So let me brief you about our idea, whatever we presented in the review one of our capstone project. And then after we would also present whatever the feedback has been given to us, and after that we would also would present you whatever the progress has been made so far. So let's proceed with the introduction. So these are the team members and their specified roles. These are the objectives of this PPT. And let me recap you about the very idea of Colivio. So it was to design and develop a platform, an intelligent web platform that leverages artificial intelligence to match individuals with compatible roommates and suitable co-living spaces. It helps students and young people to find roommates that actually get along with them instead of just luck. And it matches people based on their habits and personality to help them find a safe and affordable, happy home. Now let me present you. So this was about the feedback given in phase one of the review. So we were told that we also need to add a competitor analysis of all the players or similar players who are playing into this very level playing field of this market. So these are few players. We did our research and find out that companies like Nestaway Technologies or Zolostays or Stanja, these are playing into the same market, but we have a slighter edge on all of these players. So these are basically not AI driven. Largely, they are not AI driven, and they do not focus on compatibility. They largely focus on property, and they are more aligned towards, as in real estate businesses. So yeah, and talking about Zolo Stays, so its weaknesses is that it is very limited to cities, and it is also very expensive, and it doesn't have any features such as no personality based matching, etc. So now let's talk about Stanza. So Stanza is on slighter of a high cost, and it is limited, and it is having a very limited compatibility assessment. So you would notice a trend that all of these players, existing players in the market, they are not having very good AI driven technology, and they are focusing more onto as in into real estate thing, not on personalized matchmaking or compatibility. So here we come into the picture as question arises: why do they prioritize property management over personal compatibility? How transparent are current platforms about user verification and safety? Why do existing solutions neglect cultural and regional preferences? Are high cost premium accommodation accessible to all the of target demographics in the country? And why is there a lack of focus on fostering long term roommate harmony? So this is our USP. So Colivio is personal compatibility matchmaking platform, and it is all driven by data and is very efficient with AI. It has enhanced transparency and a secure and trusted environment. Let me brief you quickly about the user flow. So, user logins into the platform. It has document submission options, then dashboard. Then it would enter all of his or her preferences. Then matching will start, and after that, if it matches with a compatible partner, there's a communication window which opens up, and at the end, it ends with a finalized settlement of the process. This is the proposed tech stack of the project. Now, my further teammate will brief you about the implementation which we have done after the phase one of the review.
So, as from the phase one review, we were asked how we're going to take our data set, how our model will run, which model we will use. So, for that, we have come with a strategy that for data acquisition strategy, we will use 100% user generated data set. We are not going to take any data set from Kaggle. For this, we will take 100% data set from the user based on their different traits or personality. For this, we are going to give three characteristics. First is psychometric test, second is their lifestyles, and third is their preferences over budgets, location, food, smoking, and all those things. So what model we will use for training our these user generated data set? As of now, we have thought of that we will use KNN because it is effective for calculating similarities between two distinct profiles in multi-dimensional space. So as of now, we have thought of using KNN, but we will use all other models also, and whoever which model will give the best accuracy, we will use that. So this is how the model training gonna work. We will score all that psychometric test score, lifestyle habit, and conflict features and their preferences based on the different scales. And based on these scales, we gonna generate any weighted value, and on that weighted value, the matchmaking will work. Suppose there are two users, Yuresh and Ashmita, and these are the generated data based on their preferences. So we're gonna score them based on this, and based on this score, the matchmaking gonna work. Our algorithm will work on this scores. And this is a demo data set that we are showing that what the data that user will enter on his or her profile. Based on this, the further thing gonna take place.
So we have prepared this Gantt chart. In the first 4 weeks, we did the market analysis and the scope of our project, and alongside of which we also did our basic UI UX wireframe for our web application. After the completion of the market analysis and the wireframe of our web application, we moved on to finalizing our data schema, our authorization and profile, API development, and our AIML logic. And moving on, we will be completing our profile and questionnaire front end as well as our secure chat module. In the following 4 weeks, we will be integrating and testing our APIs, security handling, HTTP setup, AI model tuning and weight refinement. And after that, finally, we will be deploying our web application in the beta mode. And following that, we will be in production environment setup perpetuity.
All right, so starting with the work we have completed so far. First, we focus on defining our psychometric features. We use the Big Five personality framework to map questionnaire items like punctuality, neatness, and communication style to measurable traits such as consciousness and extroversion. This ensured that our profiling wasn't random, it was academically grounded and scientifically structured. Next, we worked on behavioral modeling and compatibility scoring. Here, our goal was to translate user behaviors into an actual compatibility score. We relied on behavioral modeling literature to identify which habits typically cause conflict in shared living, such as sleep schedules and cleanliness, and like the eating habits, vegetarian, non-vegetarian, or vegan, etc. There are many more ways where we can classify the shared living conflicts. Based on that, we assigned higher weights to these conflict prone traits to improve long term predictive accuracy. So, overall, this slide reflects the foundation of our system, combining psychological science and real world behavioral insights. Now that the backend and methodology are clear, let me show you how all of this is captured in our finalized abstract. So, this abstract summarizes the core purpose of our research. Urban mobility has created a need for reliable, harmonious co living arrangements, but traditional matchmaking systems focus only on surface level preferences. So, they miss the psychological and behavioral depth that actually determines the compatibility. So, in our system, Colivio addresses this gap using a multi model AI driven framework. It combines three layers, which is structured Big Five psychometric data, behavioral patterns based on daily routines and expectations, and a language based layer powered by a two-stage AI architecture. So these layers work together to create a richer, more accurate compatibility model that predicts long-term roommate harmony more effectively than existing methods. The abstract also highlight the border goal, which is reducing interpersonal conflict and enhancing the overall shared living experience. With the abstract finalized, let's look at the progress we have made on the full research paper draft. So this slide shows the structure and progress of our research paper. The index on the left outlines all major sections starting from the abstract and introduction, followed by the literature review, system overview, architecture, methodology, experiments, results, and finally future work and references. The introduction section discusses the growing need for smarter co-living solutions and present the Motivation behind co-review. The literature review builds the academic foundation covering existing roommate matchmaking systems, the psychometric assessment using the Big Five, and machine learning approaches for compatibility and clustering. So together, these sections show how the paper is shaping into a complete research document that combines psychological theory, behavioral modeling, and AI-driven designs. So these slides together summarize a complete work, the finalized abstract, and the ongoing progress. I would like my next group mate to continue with the slide.
Now let me explain you whatever progress we made in terms of application. So this is the initially designed UI. So we have completed the front end part of the application largely so far. So as you can see on the right hand side, here's a home page or the landing page of the website. So it has initially features such as sign in or registration feature, then pricing feature is there. We have planned to integrate as in a Razorpay API here, and FAQ option is there. Then there's an option on how it works, so people who are not aware of the overall business or the model can understand how this actually works. Just beside that, you will see a page that says how Colivio works. So it is a slight explanation to whatever the model is. Then there is this something like AI compatibility algorithm. So it is also a basic representation of how the model is working and what are the parameters kept in mind while building this model. And then there's a search feature there. At the bottom you'll see. So here you can enter your location, budget, as in move-in date to search. And this is the basic filtering option which will be available on the very landing page, but you could also use advanced filters. We have planned to integrate that also in future of the project, future of the evaluation we would be doing around this UI. Then we have a browse compatible roommates option. Then we have something like testimonials, then FAQs and a transparent pricing option or pages there. And finally, we have a footer of the website. And these are the references we have used while getting UI inspiration or researching about the overall project. And these are the quotes and inspirations and references we have used overall. And thank you.